Hello, this is Peter Stewart, and our third pre-launch episode of the Planet Reigate Podcast. Great stories from places you love and people you know. The Domesday Book valued Reigate as Surrey's richest town after Guildford and Farnham, and it's still a thriving and affluent town today, with a high street chock full of independent shops, from an art gallery to a comic book store, fashion and food, top-rated restaurants and perfect pubs, an array which the Sunday Times has called an impressively global food scene. And if that's not enough, there's the Belfry Shopping Centre literally just up the road with more big-name stores. We've some of the best state and independent schools in the country, an independent cinema, 2 excellent libraries, and it's just 2 miles to Redhill for the leisure centre, the gym and the pool. The Harlequin Theatre with live music, drama and dance. The new Light development with a 9-lane boutique bowling alley. A retro arcade, a bar and a diner. It's a short distance to the 50-acre Buckland Lake, ideal for fishing. To see the wildlife at Earlswood Lakes. Or sailing, paddleboarding, kayaking, canoeing at Mercer's Park. Or a leisurely walk along the banks of the Mole as it meanders through Sidlow and Brockham on its way to the Thames at Hampton Court.
Reigate has a network of caves.
And a castle. There's another one at Betchworth and a fort. The Planet Reigate area has a regional hospital, an aerodrome, hills and windmills. One is the only windmill in the world that's also a chapel. We've got golf clubs. Reigate Heath, one of the first where lady members had equal rights to the men. The North Downs, Greensand and Pilgrim's Way. And in each of the towns, at the very heart, their parks. Memorial in Redhill and Priory Park in Reigate, 65 acres of woodland and open space, the home for tennis and football. A skate park, playground and park run and run Reigate, and more team and club courts and pitches, just a ball's throw away. Oh, and in 2023, Priory Park, the location for the huge Pride Surrey event, and Tom Kerridge's Pub in the Park Food and Music Festival. We're just moments from the motorway, but shielded from the roar by the natural barrier of Reigate Hill. In fact, we've some of the best transport links in the south. 2 motorways, trains to the capital, the coast and the county town. And Gatwick is close, but not too close, for easy access to the rest of the world. We love living here, but it's so easy to get away too. And when you get home, within minutes of your front door, the fields, the woods, the commons, the heaths, the open air, Gatton Park, the gateway to the Surrey Hills, the trek to the top of Reigate or Collie Hill to look down on the towns and the pretty villages of Buckland, Betchworth and Brockham, and on a clear day, all the way to the South Downs, just outside Brighton, on the Sussex coast. But there's not just Reigate and Collie Hills. Among more, Bats Hill, Furze Hill, Redstone Hill, Cronks Hill and the original Redhill, now known as Redhill Common. And those picturesque villages, the churches and greens, ponds and pubs, fields and farms, community shops and post offices, Buckland, Betchworth and Brockham, linked by the twisting, turning A25, itself punctuated by a series of garden centres. The Planet Reigate area is vibrant with a huge community spirit and events across the area, across the week. From beekeeping to dog agility, hypnotherapy, hydrotherapy and homeopathy, art tuition and conversational Ukrainian, fishing and flower arranging, yoga and Reiki, acupuncture and Pilates, Tai Chi and Taekwondo. There are choirs and orchestras, a photo society and a repair cafe, knitting, pottery and a comedy club, volleyball, netball and several walking groups, a nature group, forest bathing, community gardening, a menopause cafe and a bereavement group, an evening WI, and all sorts of sports on all sorts of pitches and courts. In 2023, the Sunday Times called our market town Stand Out. We are historic, traditional, but with a modern outlook. It is perhaps the best bit of Britain. Everything, all in one place. So no wonder that for many people, Reigate and the towns and villages in its orbit is the centre of their universe. Introducing the Planet Reigate Podcast. From the high streets, the hills and the heaths. Reigate and Redhill, Buckland, Betchworth and Brockham. Great stories about places you love and from people you know. The Planet Reigate podcast.Com. Coming soon. Subscribe for free now on your podcast player. Ask your friends to subscribe too. And if you want to get involved, be a guest or a supporter, get in touch. Hello at theplanetreigate.podcast.com or via the website, theplanetreigatepodcast.com. Oh, and follow us on Facebook too. The Planet Reigate Podcast. Listen to the next episode of the podcast to find out more, the people and the features, how long and when it's on, and how you can take part as a contributor or a sponsor. The Planet Reigate Podcast, coming soon.